Hey Jeremy, good morning. I'm out here at 95 Aviators Lane, starting out in the street to kind of give you a view of the neighborhood here. You got one neighbor behind this tree line. He's got a little farm. And there's the rest of the community down that way. And over there's the start of the airstrip. Of course, that runs behind all the houses here. Now, as far as the property, they did put this roof on in 2014. It's a metal roof, so you probably have another 20 years or more with this roof. They're a lot more durable than shingle roofs, so it's definitely a bonus. The home seems to be really well maintained. I'm not seeing any major red flags as I walk through it. Typically I'm pointing out a lot of negatives, and with this one, it's very clean overall. Nice big front porch. All right, let's go in. So you kind of enter right into the living room area. This floor, it looks like that gray LVP, but it's actually acrylic tile. You see the grout in between it, so nice durable floor. Dining room's off to the left here. Good sized dining room, big enough for probably an 8-person table. Kitchen's cute. A lot of people would probably want to do some updates here. It does have the older vinyl countertops. All of the appliances look to be in good condition. They're nice and clean. I'm curious if maybe this was a second home or if the kids did some renovations as far as just getting it clean, because all the paint looks nice. I don't see any scuffs on the walls or anything like that. Little sunroom out there. Pantry right next to the fridge. The primary bedroom is going to be right here. It's got that durable style carpet, which seems to be in pretty good condition. There's only a couple of little, divots from furniture in here previously. Hey guys. A tile floor here. In this bathroom shower, that could probably use some updating at some point. It's definitely still usable. Again, you got the old vinyl counters here, so a lot of people would probably want to update those. Big walk-in closet. Now, I know for me, my wife would probably fill this closet up by herself. It is walk-in, but there's only one closet in this bedroom. Show you the view out back real quick. Yeah, the ceilings look great, they don't have popcorn, and they are all smooth and finished nicely. So you do got a little area right here for a little table, kind of like an eat-in kitchen. Let's go check out the other bedrooms. So these are both green. It's got the same style carpet as in the master. No ceiling fan in this bedroom. It does have a good sized closet, goes all the way to that wall there. So a lot of space for clothes in there. But again, you know, ceilings look good, paint looks good. Not seeing anything that really needs to be done. A linen closet. It's gonna be the shared bathroom. Tile. You got the vinyl countertops again. Hey guys, triple fixture. And a fiberglass tub shower combo here. And then the third bedroom, got another green bedroom. Now one thing I see right here, not a huge deal, but there's a little gap right here between the carpet and the baseboard. I can feel a little bit of cold air coming in right there. I'm not sure if the camera really picks that up. Again, not a big deal, but you know, I like to point out everything. Here you got the big closet again. So a lot of storage space. So this blind is not quite working correctly. I was going to show you outside here, but it's not opening. Then this window looks out to the front porch. Now I will say you can see that window there's a little bit foggy, so you probably have a failed windowsill there. That's just letting in a little bit of moisture. Not a huge deal, I've had those replaced before. But did want to note that for you guys. All right, out to the, actually let's go down the hallway first. I didn't show you guys the laundry in the garage. Kenmore washer and dryer. I do like that there's a door here, so if you have laundry going, you can shut that door off and keep that noise from going into the living room. I know a lot of people might not like these wood cabinets, but they are built really solid. You could always paint them and change out the hardware. You got a little powder room here. Again, you got the vinyl acrylic floor here. So a great little bathroom for guests that you're entertaining. Steps down into the garage. Garage is in good condition as well. That water heater is from 2004, so it's original to the house, so that's probably going to need to be replaced in the next couple of years. We typically hear that the usable life is 10 years on those, but they will last longer if they're maintained. But again, your garage is finished real nice. Not seeing a lot of scuffs on the wall or anything like that. There's a few little marks here, but I mean, for a garage, I typically see a lot worse. And you got your attic access there. You know, up here, that's your drywall seam. So that's gonna be taped, and you can see over years, sometimes that tape will kind of start to fall down a little bit. So I don't think it's a sign of anything major, but Just something to note. And we'll just show you what's out here first. So you do have an entry door right here. The driveway. And there's the hangar. Let's go show you guys the sunroom. So the sunroom here, it's actually got glass windows to insulate. It's actually a little bit warmer than the house is in here. So it's probably 38, 39 degrees outside, and in here it's probably 65, 67 degrees right now. So definitely a usable space out here. A little back porch. Again, you know, not much negative to note on this property. It has been really well maintained. The foundation looks good as well. I don't see any cracking on the bricks or any separation. The neighbor's got a hangar connected to their house. Pretty cool. Yeah, let's check out this hangar. So this hangar appears to be in really good condition as well. I looked around the ceiling, I didn't see any, you know, discoloration or wet marks. There's a little bit right there, but that's not much cause for concern right at the eave. But overall, really nice concrete pad. Structure's done nice, 16-inch on-center studs. I mean, eventually you could insulate this and drywall it if you wanted to take it up a notch. It is already wired, so that's good. All the wiring looks really nice. As far as, you know, it's professionally done. It's not a do-it-yourself job. I was gonna open the hangar doors, but I saw this sign, so I said I better not, just in case. Couple little workbenches built in. Yeah, definitely a nice space. You do have a little attic access there as well. The other major thing I wanted to check for you and Lexi was the age of the HVAC. It looks newer, so there you go. March 2022. So that is a great sign. You know, that could typically be $10,000 replacement cost or more, depending on the system. So I'll kind of give you a little walk around of the yard here as well before we wrap up. It would be my assumption that this ditch here would be the property line. Again, you got another concrete pad there. And there's the airstrip. It is nice and quiet out here, that's for sure. Now, one thing I did not account for when I ran the comps was the hangar. I mean, you could imagine if you were gonna build a hangar like this today, between the concrete, the framing, the roof, and the finishes, you're probably looking at $60,000 to $75,000, depending on, you know, your contractor and who you use. I would say 50 at the bare minimum. So there's definitely some value add with the hangar. And this is going to be your well here. Let's see if we can't get in. Okay, so it's all sealed up to keep it from freezing, which is a good sign. Yeah, Jeremy, overall, you know, it's a really solid home. Not seeing anything that, you know, you would need to do right off the bat to make it livable. They've maintained the home very well. Good sized lot. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this one, Jeremy. If you and Lexi have any questions, just let me know. Happy to help. Thanks, guys.